Morning. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Today is January 19th. It is 8:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Never threw that in there, but I'm operating on Eastern Standard Time, y'all, just in case you don't know that by now. We are getting ready for New York session. New York session officially really is just about underway. We're just going to go through some of the ideas that we posted yesterday. All right. And again, see where we are today. Remember, we're taking each day at a time. That's how we do. And see what positions or what opportunities may be presenting themselves. The market has had a little bit of time to kind of show really what it wants to do. Not really. Yesterday we did not know. I kind of did forget a little bit that when we were on here, that yesterday was a holiday. So with that, usually there's not as much volume in the market as it usually is. All right. So yesterday did get a little weird. Okay. The market was showing us kind of one thing and doing another. Right. Yeah. So basically what we saw yesterday when we drew up, a lot of these ideas were just flat out off. All right. And that just happens. That's why we have to have our proper risk to reward so that, again, we still in the game. Right. So we're looking at Aussie CAD right now. We're going to go ahead and back out, do the same thing we do every morning, y'all. We got to do the top down analysis. All right. We do still have that cross on the monthly. Just trying to zoom in a little bit, sorry, so we can see. But on the stochastic, we do still have that cross on the monthly. It is continuing to set higher highs. All right, no lows. We do have that cross that we were talking about on the weekly. All right, we do have a bearish signal on the weekly, and we are getting a rejection of 0.98280. All right. Again, price really isn't setting any lows. Okay, so we have to take note of that. Now, we are beginning, however, to set. It's really not a low. It's on the daily chart. Price. You could call it as a high. All right, maybe a low, but it really hasn't, really made a low yet, right? However, we are still in a downtrend, okay? As of right now, we are definitely still in a downtrend. It looks like, again, we definitely aren't setting any higher highs at the moment, okay? We got a lot of wick rejection off of this 0.98280, okay? So what we want to do is we're going to dive in a little closer, okay? We were saying that price could come all the way down to the 0.97003 line, which is kind of like our outer level of diagonal support because price is in a uptrend, right? We also note that we have the 50 moving average also around that line. And that could be also, again, where kind of price wants to go. We see that price has not touched that moving average, the 100 period moving average or the 50 period moving average since December the 9th. Okay. So, we know that price loves to touch average. That's why it's average. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and dive in a little closer. And when we look at it on the 4-hour, we do see that we did break that 50. And it also looks like we're right around that 100, okay? Simple moving average, moving average. And, if this level holds as rejection, all right, or resistance, okay, then that pretty much is going to help us get that momentum that we need to continue this bearish move. All right. Just trying to also see if I see any patterns. Okay. This could be a developing inverse head and shoulders, so we want to make sure that we keep mental note of that. That this could be our left shoulder here. This could be the head, and this could be the right shoulder. All right. So if price rejects off, but it does not break the 0.97, okay, 952 line mark that we have, then again, price could continue to be bullish. All right, remember we were saying that we really don't want to take any bearish trades, right? We really don't want to, okay? But if that's what's presenting itself, then that's what it is, right? If we do break this 0.98300, then definitely we want to be looking at bullish opportunities for this trend to continue. All right. So we need to take mental note of that. All right. I'm going to remove that. So we really need to see what's about to happen here. Let's go to the 2 hours. All right. On the 2 hour, we do have that cross, all right, both on the stochastic and the 50 and 100 moving average also has crossed, which is another bearish signal, okay? So again, we want to see what happens here. Right now, again, I would be looking for looks like bearish, if you ask me, okay? So there's about 40 pips to be had right there. And so just outside of, well, so 1.1 risk to reward. All right, so for a scalp, that's not bad. Possibly you may be able to shorten it up just a little bit, maybe to 25 pips. That'll give you a 1.6. All right, just outside of that 100 period moving average. Okay, so that's giving us a 1.4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Again, price could go even lower than this, y'all. Like price could actually come all the way back down, 76 pips down to this 0.97383. All right. Just want to take mental note of that. All right. But again, we don't need to be greedy. We just need our 5%. All right. And we could definitely get our 5% within 40 pips. So that's that one. AUD JPY. All right. Now let's look at AUD CAD. AUD CAD, as you can see, did the exact same thing. All right. We were thinking bearish yesterday, but we were off. Again, I believe that this is just sometimes you're just wrong. That's one. But a lot of times when, again, holidays, when there's not enough volume in the market, because we need volume, right? We need people trading, pushing the market. And if that's not going down, then price doesn't do exactly what we want it to do, right? So now we're on AUD JPY. Go back to the monthly. We're still getting that cross. On the weekly, we got some bearish signal. We also are quite a ways extended away from our from our moving average. Okay, both of them, both the 100 and the 50. Then we have the same thing here on our daily chart. Okay. We highlighted this level 780 6.93. All right, as basically where we think price may be headed. All right, price is considered to be oversold right now on AUDJPY. All right, but again on the weekly chart, we are getting that bearish cross. All right, let's go down to 4 hour and see what's going on here. All right. So on this one, y'all, we have this 80.358 level that I'm looking at here. All right, that if we don't break that level, all right, this is a very key level. All right, then again, we're going to continue down to the downside. All right, this level was once holding that support, and now it looks like we may be retesting this level. And again, if this level retests as resistance, then we know that we need to be looking for bearish opportunities. Okay. Remember, these pairs, they tend to move together. All right. All right. Especially these two pairs. So, again, the same level that we marked off. Now we're looking at the intraday 2 hour chart. This 80.353 level. Then we also have the 2 hour 100 moving average right at that level. So that's definitely a key level here. All right, well, we could get some rejection, and we do have that cross. The average is quite flat, though. Just want to take a note of that. And we are headed downward on the stochastic. All right, we are kind of in that no trade zone right now, but let's continue to dive down a little bit. And then on a 30-minute, price is actually considered over sold right now, which again, we saying that price could come back up to this 80.343 mark. All right. So with this one, gotta be careful with this. All right, because we did just break. Let's go 15. Okay. All right. We actually we marked off this level here, and it looks like it's actually holding as resistance. So remember, y'all, overall, y'all, we want to be on the bull side overall. Just some temporary switch up, right? Let's see. Which one is this? 15 again. Weekly, shut it down. Weekly, daily, so oversold. Okay. 4 hour. All right. So again, y'all, I want to see what happens at this level. Short. This is just the idea. It's about 50 pips. That gives us a 1.6 to 1 risk to reward ratio. 50 pips is well more than enough. All right. Now, again, y'all, we just want to take note that we do want to be bullish. All right. So if we start breaking this level, like we really break this level, okay, then we could continue up to our trend. All right. So we really want to see what happens at this 83.21.323 level. All right. Just want to take note of that. Let's go to the GBP, JPYs. Okay, this one did the exact same thing. All right. which again is okay. Sometimes price just wants to give us a better deal. The GBPs, I do want to take note, are kind of doing a little bit. They're kind of different than the AUD pairs right now. They do kind of differ from time to time. All right, but let's go to the monthly. We still have that cross on the monthly. All right. And we did break that 141. Sorry, 141, 714. Okay. Let's go to the weekly. And when we're looking at it on the weekly, we see that we have another level of resistance in here. Okay. Which is really like right up in here. Okay. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens at that level. It's like support for this level of consolidation here. You see that we wicked off of it one time. Got a little bit of rejection from it there as well. All right. But if price breaks this 141,429, all right, then we know the bullish momentum has kicked back in. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you want to take note of that, right? Go to the 4 hour. Okay. 165 pips. Want to get out that big of a which is around this area consolidations. Let's bring our TP up just a tad. We definitely don't want to break the high that's hidden shoulders here, right? So I think I feel more comfortable with that. It gives us a 2.26 risk to reward. Sorry about that, y'all. Now we're going to GBP CAD. I'm sorry. Pressing all the buttons I don't want. Going to the monthly. The monthly is headed down still. We also got that cross on the bearish cross, I should say, on the weekly and on the daily. We're getting a bullish type of cross, all right? So we just want to take a look at what we got going on here. All right. On the 4 hour, we also had that cross. Okay. You see this again? Weekly was headed down, but it's kind of not looking. Daily is headed up. All right. For now. But we are in a no buy zone, no trade zone. Trying to see if I see any patterns here. Let's go to the 2 hour. Okay. It does appear that we have a double bottom. All right. So let's remove this. And let's go back out to the 4 hour. See where we want to go. I'm looking at this long body candle here. Again, this was a head and shoulders pattern. So I don't want to bank on it breaking the head of that, right? So let's just go for this. I do want to stay outside of the 4 hour 100 moving average. All right. So it's still only giving us a 1.25 or 1.2 risk to reward. But again, that's what this one is giving us. You could wait for price to actually break that 123 level and maybe shorten up your risk. And that could give you a 1.67 risk to reward. All right. So it's 1.2. So yeah, we want to just be a little outside of that. All right. There we go. So that's GBP CAD. All right. You got that cross on the 4. You got crossed up on the 4 hour Sunday night. Let's go back out. Let's go back out again. Weekly is headed down. Okay. On the weekly chart, we could be getting an inverse head and shoulders. I'm just trying to see if there's any potential patterns, right? That's kind of what I like to do. If I see any potential patterns developing, that's how we get paid. That's how we get paid. Looking for these potential patterns. All right. Same thing. This could be that inverse head and shoulders. I see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay. So, all right, we can call that even a bigger inverse head and shoulders. Okay. So, so yeah, definitely bullish. Let's go bullish. GBP CAD. All right. Let me see what I did for GBP JPY now. I'll be looking at that. Just trying to see if I see the same thing. Same thing. We could have this inverse head and shoulders pattern where we have the left shoulder, a head. Let me see. This kind of came down a little further, but I mean, still close, right? It's not gonna always try to paint a perfect picture for you to see. That's why you gotta do your homework, right? That's why you gotta do your homework. We did say that we did break outside of that. We are oversold on the daily. I didn't want to break the head and shoulders pattern. Definitely got low bottom there. Got another double bottom there. And we got another double bottom there. All right. Well, that's it for that one. So let's change our bias to long. All right. Let's go to the daily. $197. It's 84 pips. You don't want to break this. You go down. On a daily yard, drilling back down. Stay outside our 4 hour. And somehow we are still. Right. Billy, that's my final answer. All right. Now let's look at GA. Back out. This one, the monthly is kind of have a cross pointing down. The weekly is in oversold territory, and the daily is in overbought territory. All right, and we got that cross. Okay, we know that out of all of these pairs, this one sometimes has a mind of its own. On the 4 hour, we did break above the 100 period moving average, and it looked like it could be holding as support as of right now. All right, it's been holding that support for 4, 8, 12, 16 hours. All right, which is a really good sign actually. We go to the 2 hour, we're getting that cross on the 2 hour. Okay. Only concern is that this could be okay, same thing. You got an inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? Kind of got a fake head and shoulders pattern here, but they definitely threw us the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look like we are pushing up on that one. So let's remove that. It's nothing wrong with changing your bias, y'all. That's why you want to take your time. You want to look at everything, see if you see any patterns, go through your reads. Okay. All right. So that's a 1.38 risk to reward ratio. Again, you could shorten it up just outside the 50. All right. You can get yourself a 2.3 risk to reward ratio on that. So I'm cool with the putting it outside the 100, y'all. I'm cool with that one. So I know it's 77 pips, but hey, just don't over leverage your account and you'll be all right. Okay. I'm gonna go back and take a look at AJ and ACAT again. All right. These do have the crosses over top. And then here we have our crosses underneath. All right. So again, AJ and ACAT could be doing something different than the GBPs right now. Okay. Which happens. So now let's take a look at US 30. As we can see, this got nasty, which is all good, but this could be one of those classic pump and dumps. Okay. We got that cross. We got a lot of bearish momentum. Then we broke it. We haven't retested at all. All right. So, it's okay. Again, we aren't setting any higher highs. We do want to kind of stay away from that. Well, we at a different level today. So let's just mark it off from what we see today. Okay. We are at this 310.040 level, which is pretty much there's a level of what was support, so hopefully it holds as resistance right now. We did break the 100 moving average though on the 2 hours, so we do need to take note of that. However, it is flat. All right, let's back out. Okay, we know we have a lot of bullish momentum with this. All right, there is an actual cross on the weekly. Okay, the daily is it is oversold right now, so we want to, but we know it will be oversold if the weekly is overbought. Okay, that will happen. We'll get some divergence in the daily. All right, but again, as of right now, we aren't setting any higher highs. Like this could end up triple topping. That's a possibility for sure. All right, let's keep drilling down, taking a closer look at what happens. All right, again, this level is key, because if we break this level, all right, and it holds its support, then we're definitely looking at a triple here. All right, you don't want that, but hey, it is what it is. You know. Let's dive down a little more. Okay. Just trying to see if I see anything. All right. At that level, bounce star. All right. On the 15, go to the 5. We are getting flat on the 5. Okay. But I don't know. Let's go to, just keep taking a look. Just keep taking a look. Again, y'all, this level that we're at is key. All right. It is key. It is flat. When I say it, I mean the moving averages. All right, we're not getting it's not pointing up. It's flat. All right. Hourly is pointing up a little bit, but the average is flat. Okay. So, again, y'all, this level is going to be key. All right, it's going to be key. I still like our exit points. Okay. We just need the rejection from here. We need the rejection from here. We don't want support. We want rejection. All right. So definitely be careful with this. Again, don't go in all, crazy, because if we got to get out and we got to come back in, I mean, it is what it is, right? That's the safest way to do it. Just take the loss and get back in. All right. But I'm still not willing to give up on this one yet. All right. We'll know about tomorrow for sure. Again, it could end up tripling. We don't want it to, but I mean, it could happen. We see it did go from down here to up here before. I mean, multiple times, obviously. All right. But yeah, man, I want rejection. That's what I want. I want that rejection, which we're not getting right now. Okay. What time is it? Sorry. It's 8:36. So we still got another hour before this really pops off, right? Let's go to the next. Same thing, y'all. This got ugly, but we are headed down now. All right, we got that cross. I'm on the 5. Let's back out. Monthly, we do have a cross. We don't want that. You know, we got a lot of bullish momentum. I mean, weekly, we are pointed down. We are very extended away, a ways away from both the 100 and the 50 period moving average. Although we are considered oversold, all right? But we are ways away, again, from that 50 period moving average, which we have not touched, all right, since October 28th and November 4th. All right, so it's about time to get a touch. All right, this could be a head and shoulders pattern right here on the daily chart. So again, y'all, we need this level to hold. Okay, we need this level to hold. We don't want it to break. Let's go put our horizontal line on there. If this level break, then we know this ain't no head and shoulder. All right. So we still want that same trade, right? Still want that same trade, but we can adjust our setup now, all right? Because now our entry is basically up here, and our stop loss is going to be above that red line that we just got, which gives us a 7.2 risk to reward ratio. You could go as high as the last level, but we don't want this set any higher highs, y'all. We don't. Okay, we don't. All right. Let's go get our trend line. We can draw it just like that, and then we can see where this level of rejection can come from. All right. I'm gonna draw all the way down to our green money line. So that's that. All right. So we'll see how this work out. What NAS? Did I do this for US? I did do that for US. All right. And then SPX 500. Know that these are pretty much the same. Monthly we bullish, weekly we're bearish, daily we are oversold, 4 hour we're overbought. Okay, we got that same level of rejection from our last level of consolidation. All right, let's mark that off. All right, which is around there. Boom. Okay, so we need that level to hold. All right. Move our entry, and then we'll move our stop loss outside of the last high. So that gives you a 5 to 1 risk to reward on this trade. All right. Now remember, we're saying that it could come all the way down to basically our outer trend line. So if that's the case, I mean, we got a lot more to go, but I'm cool with taking that profit now, right? Let's see if I can do that. So that's what I like right there. All right. Let's go to gold. All right. Gold was the one that was acting all right for us yesterday. But let's see. Let's go back out. We are still Our money line is still holding as support on the monthly. It is considered oversold. On the weekly, we do have that bearish momentum. And on the daily, we are considered oversold. Okay. And this is the chart where we basically, actually yesterday was bullish. But this is the trade, the chart time frame we formed the analysis off of 4 hour. 4 hour is considered oversold. Okay. Overbought. We do have that cross here. Okay. Trying to see if I see any patterns. I don't see any patterns right now. Okay. We could get this rejection right here on gold today. But we want this level to hold, y'all. We want to try to get through this mess that we see. Just knowing that gold normally doesn't do what let's go back to the daily. So yeah, I wanna see us get that support. All right, that bounce, which right now we got that nice size wick. We're underneath the 50 period moving average and the 100 period moving average. So I feel comfortable with that on the daily. Now on the 4 hour, all we need to do is break this 150 period moving average. All right, we don't have to break the 100 period moving average. We haven't touched the 50 yet. This is our second time touching the 50 on the 2 hour chart. So hopefully we can break it. But again, we do have, that cross, and we are in overbought territory. All right. So, price could come down and then bounce back up, but, it is okay. It's all right. All right. We really just don't want it to break, this level here. All right. We're still looking for buys until it breaks our money line. All right. Overall. So just be patient on that. Let's dive down and take a little closer look and see what's going on. Okay. Yep. In the 1 hour, we are considered oversold. All right. Which forms in line with our analysis. Again, the moving averages are flat. They're flattening out. I'm sorry. I went to the 45. 30. All right, we have broken the 100 on the 30, and again, all we need to do is break that 50, and we are clear to the upside. So definitely want to stay bullish when it comes to gold. All right, so I'll run through these again for us. We were saying that AUD CAD and AUD JPY, all right, looks like they could be bullish, all right, even though we are getting that cross. Let's get back out. I don't like looking at the smaller time frames, y'all. Stay out on the high time frame. All right. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at bearish, all right, for AUD CAD. We're looking at bearish for AUD JPY. We were bullish, okay, for GBP JPY and GBP CAD, and also GBP AUD. All right, let me see, GA. I'm sorry, GA. Yeah. So GA was bullish. All right. we stand bearish, okay, on the US 30, but we have to see what happens at this level, y'all. We have to see what happens at this level, okay? We do see that price could come up to this wick, but, you know, from there, it's not many more wicks to be filled, and then we could continue up to the upside. So we're bullish on US 30, bullish on the NAS 100. We were bearish on the SPX 500, bearish on NAS 100, bearish on US 30, and we were bullish on gold. All right. So with that being said, y'all, definitely appreciate y'all for jumping on this morning and rocking with me like always. You know, today is really the first real working day of the week. So remember, yesterday we didn't get too much the volume and volatility that we was looking for. Really didn't pop off until maybe like Asia session last night, late last night. 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, until things really started to move at all right? But let's continue to stick with our directions, our bias, take it one day at a time. And remember, proper risk to reward. Losing is okay if we take a loss. We just don't want to lose too much, right? Don't let one trade take you out the game, all right? Don't let one loss take you out the game. Don't let one win take you out the game, meaning, you win one time and you think you know everything, right? I don't know everything, and I'll be the first one to tell you that, So yeah, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for jumping on this video. It's being recorded. I will record these ideas and also post them in the group so that you can participate in them if you choose to. Remember, if you have an idea, don't be afraid to post your ideas, man. We want to see your ideas too. Y'all always want to look at the idea. I want to see your ideas. All right, help you. That's why you here at the end of the day. All right, but let's rock out, man. Let's catch some pips, and I will talk to you all in the app and see you tomorrow. Have a good one.